Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. So, a few minutes ago, directly after lunch, I got an email from a patron and he needs help, and he wrote he needs urgent help. So, and he sent me a link to this video from rogerkilimanjaro. Roger Kilimanjaro's things here, you see. He does lots of very nice and interesting animation, so you definitely should check out his channel. And yeah, and the question was about this one here. And the patron, he said he needs exactly something like this to do, and he does not know how. And he does not have real flow, he does not have sinking particles or something else. And yeah, I think we don't need this. This is a fake fluid, I think, because you see, he wrote nothing about real flow or X particles or something else. So what I guess is this is simply done with volume builder. So what you need is at least Cinema 4D R20. And yeah, and we can do this later with every shape, but interesting on of this donut shape is, you see here on the hole, it's getting makes a hole. That's totally correct, but in the middle of this hole there should be fluid, because there is a hole in the maybe they are closed in the middle. This could be, but yeah. Sorry, let's try this. Somehow. Okay, let's go to cinema and let's start. So we start with the donut. So torus like this. Yeah, I leave it like it is. And yeah, maybe we give it more subdivisions everywhere, because later on maybe we want to displace it a little bit or something else. But no, we can change this later on too, but I want to make it round. So let's say 50 segments here and about 100 here. That should be fine. Okay. So we need this donut. Let's go with this donut. 50, no, not 50, 200 back here, and we want to move this 200 or 400, so I go to make a keyframe here. Let's give it 200 frames so we have a little more time to play. So frame 200 and go to plus 200 here. Good, we have a nice, very interesting animation. Good. What we need here a white donut. Let's say a white donut. And A is for blending out the lines. And when it comes through here, it should be blue, so we need definitely another donut. Make a copy of this guy, and we don't, let's see, this is the main torus, and here I don't have to animate it, and I want that this torus does the same what this torus does, so I make a restriction or a constraint tag in the rigging things, constraint, and we will have here parent to this torus main, just the rotation, more we don't need. So normally when we move now, we should see just one torus moving, because this has exactly the same movement and everything. Now blend out this one for the moment. I want that this donut disappears in the middle here, so we can make this simply with a bool. Normally I hate bool, you know, but in this case it's totally okay. So I bring this cube until to here. And we need the cube much bigger. Let's say here we want about, let's say 500. And bring this up to here. It should cover at the end the donut, of course. Okay, that looks good. Now we take a bool, bool, and bring in the donut and the cube. A minus b. A subtract b, yeah. So that means normally when we move now, our donut disappears. Vadum, great thing. Now I copied this bool bring in this torus instead of the main and bring this cube here totally to the other side, so here. And now I should exchange cube and torus here. Oh no, that should work. So let's give this bool the white color and make another color so that we see something. So a bluish color and bring it on this bool. Let's see what we get now. Okay. Don't see this. It's exactly what we need. The first step we have. Great. Good. Now. Yeah, we could start with this fluid thing. The fluid thing should be quite simple. Sounds strange, but it really should be quite simple. Let's see. We need a cube. Make it a long cube, let's say 1000. Oh, maybe we don't need it as 500. We don't need the fluid stream. Let's say 5, and of course it should cover the whole donut. Let's go here to 400. Okay. We should make it 1000 because at the end when we go through, okay. We need quite a lot of segments because in B, not in the X, we need it in the Y because we want to play with the displacer. So let's see here 100 and here. This is it that we have something like squares here. Okay. Let's say 40. Okay. Nice. I hide this again. NA. Now we need some displacement inside here. So this cube is the fluid. Save. You see, I made I prepared a file for this. And now let's give this displacer. and yeah, and the shading. Noise should be bigger here. Oops. Not as much as they intersect. What we can do is say just intensity, then we don't have these intersections. Yeah, this should be okay because I want to do this later put this later in a volume builder, so this could be okay. And here I want this stretched in the Y. Okay. And I need a movement, so I just want to move the displacement, not the fluid itself. So we have here movement. Let's try speed of 10. Does this anything? It does something. Okay. Let's deactivate this for the moment. Far too fast, so let's go to speed of 1. Okay, but I guess we cannot loop this movement. No, we have to do this with a texture. Good, let's do this as a texture. 0, 0. And yeah, go to here and delete this. Let's make a material. I will render this in Octane, but the render things shouldn't be a problem. But anyways, I render this in Octane, but this I need for the displacement. So that has not to be an Octane texture. And these textures are just placeholders for the moment. The displacement, I will make a color and put in a texture, a noise. When I put in the noise on this fluid, I see it. Okay. Let's see if we can loop this when we play with the offset. Yeah, you see we have this. This is a problem. These noises, these procedural noises, are not tileable. So we need to make them seamless somehow. Let's see. We could try to make it seamless. And let's see if this works when we make an offset here. And go to frame 200. Offset. Now we should have on frame 200 and frame 0 the same position. So we should see no hiccup, no nothing. So I go back to frame 0, and you see this is not the same. So we cannot work like this here. What we can do is we can make our own seamless texture from this noise. So yeah, why not? Let's play a little with Photoshop as well. So I open Photoshop, and it's the time the Photoshop opens. So we go to our fluid here, right click, and in the material text, I want to bake material text. So let's go to here. The name of this material, yeah, this is simply noise. It should, yeah, but bring it in our desktop. Where do I have this? Not light inside. Fake fluid glazing. So, and here is, let's say, footage and noise. Okay, save. Good. I want the PNG and 16-bit. The size, I would make 8K, but for the tutorial we may make a 4K. So 4K is 4069. For the super sampling we don't need for the tutorial. If you want it more detailed or nicer, so you can make a super sampling, but at least with super sampling one, it would need double the time to bake and then everything. So we could leave this everything here like it is. Here I want the color channel from this displacement map. Color. Everything fine, and let's make a preview. It does not show a preview, but it should work normally. So I don't know why it doesn't show us a preview now. But again, let's go to bake and then we see if it does something or not. You see, we get something. Okay, I go now to our desktop thing. I have here the color. So we have here a problem with this one, and the is far too small, the noise. This is what we see here. Okay, then let's go to the material and make here about, let's say 500 and bake it again. Let's see if we can make it like pixel borders here. Bake. Yes, override it please. Oh, we have here a line inside. I don't know what is this line, but we can get rid of this in Photoshop later. That does not really disturb me. So okay, that looks better. Now no, close this. So I want to open it again. Open it not on the other monitor, but I open the same file. So come on, desktop. Fake fluid footage and go to Photoshop and drag this baked texture just inside here. So first of all, I want to get rid of this here. So I take the stamp tool here, okay, bigger, and stamp this out. So just click and click and click to the different spots here, so that you don't have any, as random as possible. Okay, now we have this, and we have to make this now tile label. So in filter, when we offset this, we will see here is an offset. We will see, this is not tile label at the moment. Let's go a little to the side here, and here up a little bit. So now we have to get rid of this here. Again, take the stamp tool. So okay, and make this again offset. You see, okay, that looks great. Now we have here a seam and here a seam. Let's see if we find more. Okay, these two seams are inside, so they are not on the edge. Okay, and I again put this inside here, so, and again we do this as long as we don't see. Now you see we don't see any seam anymore. So that means we have a total, we have a seamless texture here now. So I save this. You see, saving. Go back to Cinema, and instead of this color here, I bring in our texture we made now. So this is in the footage. No, I don't. Or yes, why not? So, and this one, we have now this one here. This should be tile label. So when I play now with this and go to the offset, you see now we don't have any seams and anything at all. This is exactly what I want. We can bring this down a little bit, so like this. Because we have no seams and everything, we can play here. Okay. And if we go now to 0 here, offset 0, 200, offset 100. This should normally not be. Why is this? Normally we should have the same picture now. This giving me makes no difference. Why don't we have the same picture now? We should. We have an offset of 100. It should be the same on top and at the end. I have this seamless on here. Yeah, now it works. It was because I had the seamless ticked on. So you see, first and last, this is the first frame, last frame, we don't see any difference. First, why does that last not work? Good, I have it here. Last frame, first frame, last frame, first frame. Perfect. So normally, if we make this a little narrower, it should work as well. So last frame, yeah, no problem at all. Good, fine. We have our own texture. We made our own texture. Seamless texture. Now, but we don't have, so I don't want to see the material at all. So I give it a selection which does not exist simply. So this is just for the displacement with the displacer. So I say one, this selection does not exist, so you don't see it. Now I bring the displacer under our fluid, and in the displacer and the shading, now I take the custom shader. We have this in our color channel, and the material tag is this one. Now you see we have the displacement, everything works fine. We could make the fluid maybe a little. What's going on? Why is this? Okay. Good, we have our fruit. Now comes the funny part. When we bring in our two guys here, so comes in, comes out blue. It's great. Okay. We definitely like this, at least me. Okay. Of course, the fluid should be blue as well. So. And to get a smooth transition here, I want the fluid and the boole here, say boole, glazed in a volume builder. So I make volume builder and on top a volume mesher and bring the boole and the fluid in the volume builder. Boing. So the volume builder gets the blue material, not the builder, the measure. NA. Why do I see the mesh here? Okay, because it's created. Good. When I go through, we have the volume builder now. I don't want, of course, 10 is 5. Union is okay, so when the it comes through. You see, it is 1. It totally melts together. On the other side, it isn't like this, because, but we don't need it on the other side. We don't see it at the other side. So that looks nice so far. Maybe we could make this even smoother. We go to 10 here. Okay, but I want here something, maybe a little smoothing on top, and the boole should get a little bigger when it's out here because it has a glaze on it. So that means I go here to, now it's exactly as big as the other side, the white side. I want it a little bigger, so I make a folder here, bring in, and over the boole here I want an line. You see, now it's a little bigger. And we want to smooth everything out a little bit. Let's go to here. So something like this, here we see it. And smooth it out. It's maybe a little too much. Yeah, this is now the voxel blue. Look to here. Now that works. Can go maybe even to 2 here. This glazed one is bigger than the white one. This is exactly what I want. Good, that's cool. So far, so good. But now we need the hole where the object is. There cannot go any fluid through. So let's go back here. Hide this for the moment. And go to the torus main. And copy it. Control, drag it out here. I bring this down here. And I have to make it editable. See. Now I T this and make it like broader. E. Bring it down. This should make a hole in the fluid. It's maybe a little too far, but it doesn't matter. We can change this to any time. Now I go to torus and I want a taper here. Shift click on the taper with the torus selected. This is the fluid hole, so that we know what we do. A hole. Save it. And the taper we have to rotate 180 degrees. Nope. Just the taper. And give it something like this. Okay. And make the whole thing a little smaller. T for scale. E. Bring it up a little bit. Don't want to see the taper anymore. So, what do we get now? This will be an interesting thing. I want the fluid hole in the volume builder. So I bring it in the volume builder too. and the fluid hole, so it should go to here and should be subtracted. So when we bring back everything, and let's go this through. Okay, of course it needs longer. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot something. No, not the fluid. I want the fluid hole here. Okay. The fluid hole, of course, has to drive with this as well. So we can make this constraint tag and copy this constraint tag on the control bracket, just on the fluid hole as well. So it runs with the main totals. So now I can hide it. We shouldn't see the fluid hole. Why do I see this? No, not the fluid, come on. Oh, I brought it back here, that's the reason. So the fluid was the first thing. Here it's quiet. It's important to make the correct order. Fluid, and the fluid hole now is subtracted. Yeah, now we don't see the fluid anymore. Good, fine. So let's see what we get. Of course it needs now a little to calculate, but what else? We have a time, it's weekend. And let's see what we get. If we get something believable. You see? Okay, the first thing, the hole comes a little too early. Yeah, the hole comes a little too early, so this shouldn't be a problem. Go back here. How can we do this whole thing a little faster? I don't know. We could for the moment. No, it doesn't matter. Fluid hole. Let's see it and bring it. I'll drag it back a little bit. So. You know what, I think it's better I make here a hardware render, so a viewport render it, and then I come back. So you see I make here a viewport render, output old frames, 720 is okay, hide everything what we don't need in the render. And I will render this now. Did I activate the viewport? Yes. It's always important to see, because when you just have the orange thing, so when see I have this orange, but the white checkbox here is not white, it's gray. So that means this one is active, the white one is active, even if this is orange. So the white one is important. And hit render. Without saving, of course, we don't need to save this. Okay, I will be back when we have rendered this, see what we get. Okay, I am back, but I see we have here a problem. We don't have the hole here, what I want. So we can stop this. Why do we don't have this fluid hole? Subtract should be okay. Let's see if this runs with it. So Aha, this sounds good. Let's go to the restriction deck and let's see what's going on here. Use frozen, nope. Now it's perfect. And now when we bring it back the volumes, let's go to maybe frame 50 or something else. Yeah, that looks now better. Frame 70. Yeah, and you see we get this where the hole comes, the fluid comes through the hole. This is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, no, it shouldn't come from but what we want to see this really when the render is through. It looks great. Maybe we should smooth this even more a little bit. When we smooth this more, yeah, it looks more fluidly. And we could give this torus here, the blue one, a little displacement because the glaze shouldn't be so smooth. So let's go to the cube. Under the cube, shift click, we have a displacer now, and we have a lot of subdivisions on this one, so we can nicely use here a noise. And let's see, we need a little bit because it's in the volume builder, but oh, it's on the cube, it's not on the torus. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, perfect. And now I try to render this again. So Shift R, yes, and I'll be back. So it's done, and let's see what we get. You see, it needs quite a long to calculate because 9 seconds per frame to calculate. It's quite a long time, but we get a nice result, I hope. So let's see. The fluid could run a little faster, but this looks great. I think we can say that's really great. Look at this nice fluid simulation. That's fantastic. Yeah, only we know it works. Now we can run the fluid a little quicker and maybe stretch it a little more. So, okay. To run the fluid quicker is quite simple. I think we can make it twice as fast if we make the offset 200 or just until 100 frames. And this is possible. Okay. Make the offset 200 and let's go to Shift F3 to the timeline. Shift F3. Make it smaller here. So, and where do we have the offset? Material offset here. Let's select this one. 200. Let's make it 200%. And what I want now is save it. I want to stretch this a little bit. We cannot stretch the material itself because if we would stretch it here in the length or in the so we would get we don't have a tile. The tiling would not work anymore. We don't have it seamless. So what we can do is go to the fluid and simply make the fluid longer, because we have a UV mapping on it. So if we make the fluid longer, It should stretch our material. 1500. Let's see if it's true what I say. I should have gone to... Yeah, it's totally true. Back to 0. I'm not entirely sure what needs so long here. I think it is the... It's the Booles. I'm not sure. Go to the volume builder here and disable the Boole for the moment. It's something needs very long here. This is do I run something in the background? Maybe no. And it's for sure not the recording software in the background. Just watching on my other monitor, and I know what the CPU is almost at 0. So let's see. Now the Boole is disabled. Boole is disabled, so this is nothing. Now only the volumes are here, so. And it should run faster because we have nothing inside. And, it gets slower and slower each. That's strange. And would I go up here to 10? Yeah, let me see, nothing, but maybe 5. A little less smooth. And it should work faster. But not really. What's wrong here? Stop it. Let's save it, close it, and open it again. Maybe that helps us. Right now. Nope, the same. It's unbelievable that it's... It is the audio mesh. So, but we see it is stretched. It doesn't matter for me now. I'm sure when I restart my whole PC, then it would run faster. But I don't want to restart now. So we see it here as well, how it looks, and how quick it and how fast it is. The speed could work. Let's make it a little more steady, and I go back here from 200% and stretch it even more. Let's go to 2000. Okay, and give it some more displacement, or at least higher. Intensity centered. Yeah, I think this looks better. Put this in the volume measure. Okay. So far, so good. We are very low here, so let's go to 2 maybe. Ah, yeah, don't be... Calculating. That's okay. Maybe 3 would be okay as well. Let's go at the highest number. I'm not sure if I want some holes inside here. If we run this now, it needs for every. No, I don't think that I want holes inside. So that means I can make the displacer less. So 10. And get more holes, I think. No, I think. But it's okay. And I have to go a little down. Is the box 2.5 maybe? So that the hole is closed, then I'm happy. Yep, okay, now I am happy. So easy it's to make me happy. And now I could cache the whole thing. So when I go, because the animation is great, so how it is fantastic. So I activate everything what I need. So I activate the Boole. I activate this Boole, but this Boole is not really necessary, but not necessary for the caching. I mean, go to the builder here, and now give it a cache layer animation. So and this should go the whole thing. Cache the 200. Okay, this should cache the hole in the middle as well, and then we should have a faster animation so that we can start to loop this and so on. So let's cache this, and this will take a while. Maybe I think it will take as long as the render took. So yeah, see you later. So now I cached everything, and between I decided to restart my PC because it was really slow, and now after the restart it goes a little faster. And but even with the cache it's not really fast, you see, but it's okay. And if we want it really quick or something else, we could convert the volume measure to an Alembic file, and then we can scroll through very easy. Maybe we should do this, and then we would have no problem. But then the Alembic file is often really quite high, so gigabyte files. Let's see how does this look. This is it. This mesh is it's okay. You can make it however you want. When you say that it's too fine or something, then you simply make it with less voxel size, with a higher voxel size, and end it. But now let's continue with this. So let's bring back our volumes here. So, and let's see how fast this renders now. So yes, that should go quite fast because now we have the cache. Let's see, let's see it. That's much better now. That works too with the cache, and it should not become slower, so you see. Maybe we could give the fluid hold, so that this object here, we could put it a little forward, but just a little. Let's see when it's done, so then we know more. Good, I will break the the recording for the moment. So this was quite fast, you see. And let's see. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's a little too fast, but we cannot really make this slow. We can only use in the offset here 100 or 200%. 100 was too slow, and yeah, I could make less frames, 100% and less frames, so it would be faster with 150 frames. But then the donut would run faster through, and this is not what I want. Let's see. The donut should run as slow. That's okay. No, that's okay. I would say it looks totally like a fluid. And let's see, it can. No, I think that's all okay. Good. So now we have this so far. What we need next? We need next disable these things. And for the loop, we need main torus here behind it, and here a glazed torus here. So we can make here bool main and copy it, or make an instance of it. So make instance is here. Okay. And put this instance. We are here on minus 200 or something. Let's see. Yeah. So put the instance to minus 400. But you see the instance here does not have the come on, the axis in the center, but it should work. We got a 400, should work. Yep, okay. And this one here, we should see it. Let's have the bool. This torus, I want to see this torus is here. We need a copy of this bool as well. Oh no, we don't need the bool. We don't need a bool here as well. We just need the torus. We don't need the whole bool. What's going on here? Saving. We don't need a whole bool. We need just the torus. Copy it out. And drag this torus. Because this will not bool, so this is back. 200. 400 in this direction. So. Copy this restriction tag. It means they two should run together. Yep. No. Here is one faster than the other. Huh? No. Just look in a position like this, in this perspective. Okay. And here we need the torus displace torus as well. Make a copy in the fluid builder, so we have to cache this again later, so we can delete the cache here. Does not help us anymore because we change it. And the torus here should go. This is the biggest. This is bigger. The torus has to come in here because it should be has the same size as this one, so it has to dilate and bring this torus here to 400 and another 400, 800. Here in between will be this torus of the front. And this one I should see now. Let's see if it's true. Let's calculate. Yeah, this one I see. This one not, because this one is the Boole thing. But this has to come not to here. 200, because that will come. So we need this at 200, because the other one will appear later. So E. Come on, where is my... I hide it here, everything for the viewport render. Bring it 200. This side, this was 205, I know. Okay, 400, it's okay. And of course, this one has, okay, this has already the restriction tag. So everything should run now. And here should come the blue one. I think this is too far away, isn't it, to be here. Let's bring this torus to 200 and not to 400. Yeah, now it's correct. Yeah, now it's correct. That's what we need. And when we go to frame 100 here, let's see, we have this exact in the middle, and if we have, let's see, we run the animation so maybe so that we see a little bit of this nice hole. Let's make another camera and make here 80. So this should loop normally. Let's try it. So I save this and I try now just the loop. So I go to frame 0. And to frame 200. Yeah, this is exact the same frame, you see. Frame 0, frame 200. It's exact the same frame. This one here we don't see in the render because the render starts here. We can go even closer so that we see nicer the fluid hole later. Save this. And let's render this now in the viewport without the thing. I just want to see if the loop really works. So I want to render just 199 frames because 0 and 200 is the same frame, so we don't want to render the same frames. Just 199. And now render it. And I'm back when this should go very quick. So okay, let's see if the loop works. So, waiting for the loop. Yep, now perfect. The loop is perfect. Okay, that's it so far. That would be the tutorial so far, but of course I make now a scene and everything. But yeah, this is the technique, at least the technique I would so I would do it like this. I have no idea how Roger did this. Maybe he shows his way. And yeah, so come on, delete these frames. Something is wrong with this, yeah, with this PC. Good. I really would like to make an Alembic file now, so we could make the rest of the scene very, very nice and without volume builder. Let's see how long this takes to. So, volume measures. The whole volume measure in an Alembic file. Bake as Alembic. No, don't delete it. Let's see how long this would take. Maybe the start needs a little longer, or if not, so I don't do it and I cache this animation again. That should then work as well. And no, otherwise we don't need the, yeah, we don't have to, because we don't need it really. We can deactivate everything to make this belts and everything, so these guys here. So yeah, we don't have to do, can just delete this. Or not delete, deactivate everything here. So deactivate, you don't even have to see it. And camera is okay so far, so I'll make a protection here. Don't want to see the camera. Okay. That's interesting, why I don't see the second. Oh no, it's here. Anyways, not really fast. Don't need this spool here. And I can, in this way. Yeah, that goes faster, because now I just needed to have the speed of the belt, the same speed like the donuts have, so I don't have to see this really. Can deactivate here the boot as well. Yeah, that runs nice now. Okay, now let's make this belt thing. Let's make a rectangle. Bring it in somewhere like here and whoop. So let's say 80 or make it a little fat 100. Bring it up here and 999, so that we see 500 should be fine here. But that doesn't matter. Let's make 700. And bring it in the X to a little before the stream here, so the X minus 370. Okay, nice. Save rounding, yes please. And I want it uniform. See, we have two less here. Let's go to 20. Now it's round. I'll make it 50. That doesn't matter. Okay. It needs to be higher, but oh no, it's okay. We copy down now some cubes on it. 5. The little 300 should be longer than the, or at least, yeah, this is okay. And here, so 20. Okay. Now let's copy this cube here. Mograph cloner and clone on an object, please. And the object should be this rectangle. Wink. Looks weird, but should be fine. Let's go to transform 90 and then 90 here, I think. So that's perfect. How many do we need? We're going to do even or count, doesn't matter. I'm going to go to even. And a smooth rotation. That looks quite nice. Let's give this a little fillet, not so much. A little means a little. Yeah, nice. Save. And if we offset this guy here, we should get our animation done. But now it comes the thing that we get the same speed on this belt like here on. So we have to, let's see, maybe we are lucky. So let's make an offset here. Go to apps, and on frame 200 we go to 100. I think this will be too fast, but let's see. This is way too fast and in the wrong direction. Wrong direction is no problem. Go to the rectangle and reverse it. Good. Let's try it with offset 50. But we have to be careful. And we need to go in F3. Cloner offset. We want this guy here. Here is the correct one. So let's go to 50. Almost nice. 25. There is for sure a mud, but that looks great. But we have to be careful. Here again, so we can hide our two toruses for the moment. We know the speed is okay now, but we have to be sure that we have the same stage here at frame 0 and then frame 200. Now let's go to frame 200, and that looks perfect. Shift F for frame 0, Shift G frame 200. So the loop should be perfect here. 25. Let's loop it, so when we see nothing we should have a nice loop. Let's go to 200. Yeah, that should work. I will render it because here we render again to 199 frames. Yep, render it. That goes very fast, so that we don't have to break the recording. So we just want to see if we have a smooth loop here. But most difficult thing we have already done, and it was much less complicated than I thought it will be. So let's see if we have a loop. Now it's we have a perfect loop. Yep, and we are happy as hell. Delete these frames. I think I have, this is my weak PC again. I think I have to install here everything new, make a reinstall. So that's perfect, but it looks a little boring like this. Let's take the rectangle here, copy it, and give it an extrude knob. How long is our 300? So the extrude should be 300 too. And in the Z-axis, the position should be at, yeah, normally minus 150. No, this is the wrong direction. This is, you know what, simply in the Z-axis, here minus 150. 150, not minus. Perfect. So now I make this extrude editable. So you can put it in a connect object and make the connect object editable or something else. But I use also often my edit optimize script. It's not my script, it's a script I downloaded, it's free, you will find it on my web page, and on my link to my website is in the description. So now we have this extrude, and now let's select this guy and this guy, D for extrude, walk, something like this, let's go, make it 10. Don't be shy. Whoop. Great. We can now make this UL for a loop selection. I want to loop select this here and loop select this here. Again, D for extrude, and extrude this out a little bit. So I think this looks then a little more interesting. Put the whole thing, give it a bevel, shift click on bevel so that it becomes a child. This could be okay, so just go to 3 here. Yeah, that looks interesting. This extrude has a little high. Okay. Put this whole thing, this extrude guy here, with the belt in a null object. Alt G, belt, so, and make an instance out of this. Well, I forgot the extrude. So. No. And make an instance out of it. Instance. Here. And build instance. Bring in the volume. Not bring in the fluid. I want to see the fluid here. So bring the instance. Side here, so somewhere like here, and this should do exactly the same like the other one. Yep, it does. Nice, nice, nice. And this should it be more or less. Let's bring in the toruses. Okay. Do they almost perfect? They do a little. It floats a little, so let's go to the cloner here. Transform and let's see. It's the wrong one. Why? It's the wrong one, of course. X. Yep. I would say it looks nice. So now we could start texturing, and yeah, first let's delete these two materials here, the white and the, so these are the whites. Good, I know this, and then the blue ones are just blue, and we need just this one blue here, and here we need two whites. Good. So delete this. This is just the displacement, so that has nothing to do with the render. And yeah, we want to render this in Octane. At least I want to render this in Octane. Let's start with this here. So yeah, I want the black rubber things here. So let's make black rubber. Black rubber material, glossy rubber. So I'm really happy that worked great all together. I thought this will make us much more problems, but no, it's just fine. So on the cloner with you. Okay, save it. Don't forget to save. I need my rig. Octane rig. We don't need a floor here. Background and floor, background. No, I want the floor here, the shadow catcher off. And make immediately other HDRI, because I have one in my mind. This could look funny, something like an industry not hole, indoors. Something like that maybe. Because this we could also use as the background then. Let's go to the camera and bring the camera to the right place. I think this is not such a good idea, but no problem, because and that's it. let's make nice. Go to here, save. And here maybe we use some metal material, I would say. So octane material. Let's use here GGX metallic, some roughness, and bring it on the extrude guy here. Yeah. But of course we need some blemishes, some roughness and everything. Okay. Let's open my bridge and find some. I have here some. Where is it? Bump and displacement, dirt and scratch. Dirt and scratch is nice. I have to find one with what I can give you as well. This script is the same like the auto save script. What comes with the Nikomedias Scene Rig Ultimate version 4.3, and you can just have to change in the script this one, your link between the quotation marks. Every link you put in here, it will open a browser with your things. So this scratch texture maybe. This is a small one, yes, so I shouldn't get any problems with this. Bring it on the side here. And go to my thing here, so. How can I know there is a way to bring something in between here, but I'm not sure how this works. If the right click, it's not. That doesn't matter, I will find it out. But I want an add map. And bring this one in here. Good. So far, so good. Maybe I should take a multiply map and not an add map. Let's try it with a multiply. No, with multiply. Oh, we see it nice. That's okay. Gamma 1. Oh, I think it was gamma 3. Yeah. Maybe make it a little smaller. Transform. And make it a cubic mapping. Then let's fit to object. Then I go to this tag and the coordinates, and I take the highest number here and copy it to here. And meanwhile it looks better and better and better. At least I think so. I think we can stay with 2.2 and let's see. This is a black and white picture, so we can go here to float because float needs less VRAM. And no, that's oh, that's okay. So yeah, and of course I want some blemishes on the thing too. But here we have to be careful if it goes with it. So go to the rubber. Bring out and just use a dirt map. Invert it. And make it up. Yes, why not? I should see something here. Maybe it's not the best map for this. Try the gamma. Try the transform. That's my thing now. I texture just try. If I don't like it, I take another texture and try this. Yeah, why not? Come in. And this looks immediately much better. Okay, let's see here. A few nice things. Okay. How does this look from far? Okay, and we have to be sure that this is not nice. Here we have here a repetition. I want this over the whole cloner, so it shouldn't be an again fit to object. Yeah. It's a little strange. Okay, here we have. I wonder if this runs with our. No, you see the texture stuck, and this is not nice. This is not what we want. So let's see how can we change this. This UV mapping does, I think, will not work here. So. And it makes the same. How can I bring this? See, it's everything the same. This is totally, of course, not what we want. Let me think. Normally I know how to do this, but I know what's wrong with me now. Huh. This is strange. Or does it? No, does it go with it? I do not really see this. Let's concentrate on this spot here. No. So you cannot use this like this. We have ever Houston. Come on, Houston. You know what this pin material does this anything for us? No. It never did, why it should now. It's the same again. Okay, how do we texture this? Now we have a problem. A little problem. Copy, paste, paste. This is just, this would look nice, but it should run with it. And it does not. We save anyway. What's wrong here? So let's think. What could be wrong here? When I put this in a connect, no welding. No, it's the same again. Oops. Connect, so delete without children. So. Save. What could it be? That is a little. Can I get this? That's not nice. I wonder if this would happen in Physical Render 2. If it's an octane thing. But I don't think so. What if I just put a noise inside here? So we have that. Don't want OSL noise. I want a simple noise. I don't see any noise here now. Whoop. Good, I see here now. That's ugly, but it's just to see what we can do if this runs with it. No, I want to see it more. Okay, make the noise a little smaller. Okay, this here I should see now something. Let's run it. No, it totally stays where it is. Something happens here that springs it. That's not what I want. Definitely not. Come on, what can we do here? Deck cubic. We should run with the noise. Okay, the noise is a texture. When we go with noise to object and run it now. Go to I think I will do it just without blemishes for the tutorial now, because it takes too long to find out. I know we did this often in the other tutorials, but at the moment maybe it has to do with the new version here, I don't know. Anyways, we get a nice result with just like this as well, so why not? Nothing speaks against. And with donut it shouldn't be dirty. Let's say like this. So donut texture, but I don't want to make a donut, so let's make here something funny. What do we have funny? Something crazy. Not F6, I want F8, Shift F8. Something crazy, octane, wood, maybe blankets. Something funny. On the Boole here. Okay, that's something I like. Thank you. Transform. This is the wrong one. 0.3, not 3. Anyway, go back here. 0.3, and one of these, maybe it's the C. I want just short things here. then it should be the y-axis. No, the y is this. It was the x. 0.3, 0.1, 0.2. Okay, let's see, that's it. And the float for the specular is 4. I don't want it further. Okay. And here a little more roughness. This is our donut. Same one. Let's delete this and bring this guy on this one as well. Maybe we rotate this one a little bit, because the constraint, you remember, we did just the position, not the rotation. So that means we could rotate this donut a little bit so that it doesn't. But if this is a good idea? Yeah, so it would maybe look like we have more of them. We have to be just careful in the loop then, no? But I think this could work. Yeah, because we don't see the second one, so that works for sure. Okay. And now bring in the fluid. This will take a little bit. So where is our fluid? It calculates. Here is our fluid. Save. And it looks here quite thin compared to here. Yeah, maybe because we have no. So what color do we give it? Do we chocolate it, or do we whatever it? Let's, okay, we need for sure glossy material. Glazed. Save. And I want here GGX, of course. I think I forgot here somewhere GGX in the raw. Is this GGX? Yeah. So glazed RGB spectrum. Diffuse on the volume measure. With a nice, so we need for sure roughness. Or should we try it with subdivision surface? And this looks so thin here now. Let's make this a little thicker, the fluid. Calculates. We can, of course, go to here. The fluid, is it in the folder too? Yeah, it's in the folder. That means we can, let's see, it's strange that it looks no, it is thick. It's just Don't have to make it thicker. Just want another color. Which color do we texture it? Green? No, green is same color like in the background. Maybe. Maybe we want here. Okay, like more. And let's go to the Octane rig and HDRI. Let's rotate here a little bit. But take a different because we don't use it for the background picture. I thought it's a good idea with a industry hall, but it wasn't. Simply use some different textures. We'll give now we see the thickness here. Will give us totally different very interesting. Because of the shadows. It's not the best map for this, I think, because of the shadows. Let's go to one of my favorites. This, for instance, here. Yeah. Here we have a nice blemishes now. I think this could work. But here it is not. Somehow not glossy enough. Yeah, that's good. It's getting better and better. Here they come dark, but and then bright out. Yeah, here we see the fluid nicely. Let's go back to 0 and try. We have a brighter one here, so maybe this one here. Let's find a spot. I want a spot where I have here, nice. This is the testing we should. This, it's nice, but it's not what no, the other one was better, but was better. But the 0 here, that was nice. It very nice. Yeah, this is nicer. So let's go just to the intensity and give it more. So 1.5. Yeah, I think this is nice now. Okay. What's the, I deleted now the Octane rig. This is not what we want. Go back. Control C. Control C. Control C. Octane Rig Pro is back. Yep. Okay. So save it. I want just this. And I will render the files now. So good, we need the Octane render. We want a denoiser, yeah, why not? We want an output of 720 with 199 frames. We want here 200 samples should be enough for now. Static noise we want, yes, okay, that's on. Save and render. Yes, I don't need this. Let's see if it does something. Maybe it would better to cache before, so it would render faster. I don't have to calculate every frame. But when I cache it now, so that you need the time for the caching. So let's see the first frame if it looks okay. Yes, it looks okay. Good, we will see us. See you in a second. So it's done, and let's see what we get. Okay, first we definitely need more samples. You see the flickering, but the fluid looks great. Look at this. That looks really great. Okay, I would say we tackled it. No, this, have you seen now the rotation on the donut? Check. So we cannot rotate the second one. Good, so that's no problem. Let's go to the second torus here and go to the age back to 0, and that should it be. Save it, and we are ready. Yeah, okay. This was this tutorial. As I said, we just need more samples, then we get rid of this little flickering. And yeah, or another HDRI and something else. There can be a lot what helps. And this is no problem to, I think, to render with a physical render, because it's just simple materials to see. Okay, and yeah, for the texturing of this belt here, so that the texture runs with it, just watch on my channel some other tutorials where we use a belt like this, and then you see, we did it sometimes. We did some tutorials with this already, and I just don't know now what's the mistake. Or as I said, maybe it's a problem with this new version of Octane. What I don't think. So I think I forgot something here. But it is in other tutorials. Here we wanted to know how to make this fluid. This was the only thing here, and I think we did it really well. Okay, so yeah, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and we see us as soon as possible. So I make a new tutorial as soon as possible, and hopefully you will watch it. If you have questions, requests or complaints, just let me know in the comments or on our Facebook group, my Facebook site, and so on. You know, meanwhile, everything, I think. And if you want to donate, you can do so. You will find the link in the description for PayPal. Then if patrons from 5 euros and above can download and the project file, of course. Link in the description as well. So if you want to support me on Patreon, please read the subscription. You will find everything you need, and for plugins and so on, you find everything on my website. Good. So far, so good. The next tutorial will come as soon as possible, as I said, and yeah, we are done for now. And I wish you all the best. Stay healthy, And yeah, all the best here from Vienna. Tschüss und Baba.